हेलो एवरीवन एंड वेलकम टू एडोलिव। आज के इस वीडियो में हम क्लास 9th एंड 10th ICSE स्टूडेंट्स की ट्रेजर चेस्ट की शॉर्ट स्टोरी के 4 चैप्टर द होम कमिंग के वर्कबुक सॉल्यूशंस लाए हैं। तो स्टार्ट करते हैं वीडियो। सबसे पहले MCQ टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन से स्टार्ट करते हैं। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है द लॉग लाइन नियर द रिवर was used to be for. Answer is C option, making a mast for a boat. Second question is who came and sat on the log when the boys were about to push it. Answer is B option, Makhan. Third question is who stopped on shore when a boat came up on the landing. Answer is C option, Vishambar. Fourth question is Fatik's mother had lost her husband while her brother was still in. Answer is B option, Bombay doing his business. Fifth question is Fatik's mother was happy to get rid of him because. Answer is D option, all of the above. Sixth question is Fatik's aunt was displeased with his arrival because. Correct answer is D option. She had 3 sons, quite enough to manage. Seventh question is a lad of 14 becomes. Answer is B option, painfully self-conscious. Eighth question is with chiding and scolding a boy of 14 becomes. Answer is C option, like a stray dog that has lost its master. Ninth question is suffocated in Calcutta houses and walls Fatik's kept remembering. Answer is D option, all of the above. तो ये है क्लास 10th ICSE की मैथ्स का एक क्वेश्चन बैंक का एक क्वेश्चन। ओके, 8th क्वेश्चन है इफ़ इन एन AP लास्ट टर्म इज़ 0 विथ कॉमन डिफरेंस इज -2 एंड टोटल नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स इज 5 देन द फर्स्ट टर्म ऑफ द AP इज ऑप्शंस आर -8, 8, 5 और 1. Answer is C option, 8. And the explanation of this question is here L equals to 0, D equals to -2 and N equals to 5. So L equals to A plus N minus 1 into D. So 0 equals to A plus 5 minus 1 into -2. So A equals to 8. ये है क्लास 10th ICSE की मैथ्स की क्वेश्चन बैंक। इसमें आपको चैप्टर वाइज एंड कैटेगरी वाइज थ्योरी एंड क्वेश्चंस मिलेंगे। वर्ड ऑफ एडवाइस बाय एक्सपर्ट्स, स्पेशल फोकस ऑन न्यू पैटर्न क्वेश्चंस एंड कंप्लीट एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ ऑल द MCQs, एंड इट इज़ पब्लिश्ड बाय ओसवाल पब्लिकेशंस फॉर द 2025 एग्जामिनेशन and it is strictly based on the latest syllabus prescribed by the council. इसमें आपके सिलेबस के सारे चैप्टर्स गिवन हैं और इसमें हर तरह के जो बोर्ड्स में क्वेश्चंस पूछे जा सकते हैं वो भी इसमें अवेलेबल हैं विद प्रॉपर एक्सप्लेनेशन एंड सॉल्यूशन। बुक की लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में गिवन है, वहाँ से आप इसको परचेज कर सकते हैं। 10th क्वेश्चन इज वन डे एट स्कूल फतिक लॉस्ट हिज। आंसर इज C ऑप्शन, लेसन बुक। तो स्टार्ट करते हैं कॉम्प्रीहेंशन पैसेजेस के क्वेश्चन से। फर्स्ट पैसेज का फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है व्हाट न्यू मिस्चीफ गॉट इनटू फतिक्स हेड। आंसर इज फतिक द रिंग लीडर ऑफ द विलेज बॉयज इज थॉट ऑफ ए न्यू प्लान टू मेक मिस्चीफ। इट वॉज रिगार्डिंग हैवी पीसेस ऑफ लॉग। दे शुड ऑल वर्क टुगेदर टू शिफ्ट द लॉग बाय फोर्स एंड roll it away. Second question is for what was the log lying on the mud flat of the river. Answer is the log was lying on the mud flat of the river. It was lying there for future use. It was to be shaped into a mast for a boat. And third question is what did Fatik decide. Answer is Fatik decided that all the village boys would work together to displace the log from its original place. Then they would roll it away into the river water. Fourth question is what would the boys enjoy. Answer is the act of mischief. Why the village boys would anger and surprise the owner of the piece of the heavy board. They would enjoy the fun by doing this. Fifth question is Who posed an obstacle in carrying out of the plan and how? Answer is it was Fatik's younger brother Makhan who posed an obstacle to carrying out the mischievous plan. He walked up to the log and sat down silently on the log. Second passage, first question is what had happened a little earlier for which Fatik had to wipe his face? Answer is as all the boys pushed log into the river water, Makhan fell into the mud. As they shouted with delight, Makhan got a scratched Fatik's face, kicked him and went away home crying. Second question is who was this middle-aged man who stepped on shore? Answer is a middle-aged man with grey hair and dark mustaches stepped on shore. Fatik came to know later that this man was in fact his maternal uncle. Third question is what did the Makhan ask the boys? What reply did the boy give? What was wrong with the answer? Answer is the man asked Fatik where the Chakravartis lived. The boy pointed in one direction vaguely as he continued to chew the grass. No, his reply over was not satisfactory. Fourth question is what can you say about Fatik's rude behavior with the stranger? Answer is Fatik was of the opinion that everybody at home was biased against him, so his behavior was rude with the members of his family and he repeated it with the strangers although it was roughly and carrying him away. Fifth question is who came soon after this incident? How did he take Fatik home? Answer is it was a servant who came down from home. He told Fatik that his mother wanted him back home, but he refused to move. A servant of a strong man was forced to pick him up. First question of passage third is who is the grey-haired stranger referred to here? Answer is the grey-haired stranger referred to here is Bishambar, the maternal uncle of Fatik and Makhan. Second question is why was Fatik's mother angry? Answer is Fatik's mother was angry because of Fatik's behavior. He had beaten Makhan and pushed him aside when she tried to stop him. Third question is how did she welcome the stranger? Answer is she welcomed her brother warmly. She bowed to the ground and touched his feet respectfully. Fourth question is which tragic incident had taken place in the absence of a stranger? Answer is while the stranger, that is Bishambar, was in Bombay, his sister, that is Fatik's mother, had lost her husband. Fifth question is what shows that Bishambar was a caring brother? Answer is as soon as Bishambar came back to Calcutta, he made an inquiry about his sister. When he learned that she had lost her husband, he came to meet her. This shows that he was a caring brother. First question of passage fourth is who are they referred to in the first line? From where had they come? Answer is they refer to in the first line of Fatik and his maternal uncle Bishambar. They had just arrived from the village. Second question is how did Fatik's aunt react to his arrival? Answer is when Fatik met his aunt for the first time, she was not pleased to see him. It meant unnecessary addition to her family. Third question is why was his aunt unhappy with the addition in the family? Fatik's aunt thought she was already hardened with the responsibilities of his own three children. The addition of another boy terribly upsets her, so she was unhappy. Fourth question is According to Fatik's aunt, what should December have done? Answer is Fatik's aunt thought that it was an act of discretion to bring him Calcutta. Vishember should have thought carefully before taking such a step. Fifth question is, what impression do you form on Fatik's aunt from the above passage? Answer is Fatik's aunt seems to be an irritable nature. She is not ready to adjust herself to the new situation of looking after the fourth boy of 14. It is possible to show affection on a grown-up boy as a little boy. First question of passage 6 is, according to Tagore, what is the biggest nuisance in the world of human affairs? Why is it so? The answer is, the biggest nuisance is the boy at the age of 14. It is so because he is neither ornamental nor useful. Second question is, why is the boy of 14 criticized when he talks like a grown-up person? Answer is, when a boy of 14 talks like a grown-up person, he is called impertinent. He is asked not to meddle with the affairs of grown-up persons. Third question is, what are we told about physical growth of a boy at the age of 14? Answer is, at the crucial age of 14, he grows out of clothes with incident haste. Example, his clothes become light, his voice become hoarse, and he breaks. His face shows too. Fourth question is, the shortcomings of a child can be excused but not of an age of 14, and why? Shortcomings of a boy of 14 cannot be excused because he is expected to behave like a grown-up person. Even his unavoidable labors cannot be tolerated since he grows up physically. Fifth question is, what does a young lad's heart crave for most at this age? Answer is, at this age of young lad's heart must crave for recognitions and love. Anyone shows him considerations, he becomes his devotedly. And first question of sixth passage is, what happens if a boy of 14 is continuously scolded? Answer is, if a boy of 14 is continuously scolded, he feels insulted. He generally becomes irritable by nature. It becomes torture to live in a strange house with strange people. Second question is, what is the height of a bliss for a boy of 14? Answer is, for a boy of 14, height of bliss is to believe in his own home. Moreover, receiving this kind of looks of a woman in a new house is like living in paradise. Third question is, how did Fatik feel in his uncle's house? Answer is, the above line clearly shows that Fatik was deeply disillusioned with city life as his aunt's home. He constantly thought of his village while standing willfully. Fourth question is, how did Fatik react whenever his aunt asked him to do something? Answer is, while the other children played on the open terrace of any roof, Fatik's heart was filled with great pain. On such occasions, he longed for his village home friends, and to whom he used to indulge the act of mischief. Fifth question is, how is a boy of 14 a big nuisance? Answer is, gathering all his courage, one day Fatik asked his uncle when he could go home. This uncle's reply was that he would take him home during holidays. First question of seventh passage is, how did Fatik fare at school? Answer is, Fatik was the most backward boy in the school. He could never reply to teacher's question. He patiently suffered blows and his back like an overladeness. Second question is, how did he endure the punishment? Answer is, just as an ass suffer silently when his master puts extra weight on its back without any protest, similar with Fatik's way of enduring punishment. Third question is, he stood wistfully by the windows and gazed at the room of the restored houses. What light does this line throw on Fatik's state of mind? Answer is Fatik, young, a sensitive boy of 14, soon realized that he was unwelcomed in his aunt's house. It was an insulting for him to be rebuked repeatedly by an elderly lady. Fourth question is, looking at the children playing at the open terrace filled his heart with longing. Which longing is being referred to here? Answer is, whenever his aunt asked him to do something, he would be overjoyed and would overdo. Then his aunt would tell him not to act foolishly. He should rather boy at least to his lessons. Fifth question is, what did Fatik asked his uncle one day? What was his uncle's reply? Answer is, a boy of 14 is habitual of living in his house in a particular manner. He is comfortable in dealing with his mother and any other members of the family. Adjustment with new people in a new house becomes difficult for him. First question of passage 8 is, what had the aunt said that Fatik heard and began to weep? Answer is, Fatik's aunt said that he had brought a lot of trouble for the family. It would be appropriate if he was sent home. On hearing this, he began to weep. Second question is, who are they referred to in the second line? Why did they bring Fatik home? Answer is, they referred to in the second line are the two constables who brought Fatik back to his aunt's home. Fatik had tried to run away to his village on his own. Then they had brought him home. Third question is, tear came and Vishambar eyes and why? Answer is, Fatik had high fever and a doctor was called in, and he opened his eye looking toward the sightings and asked his uncle if the holidays had come. He was restless to go home. Fourth question is, Vishambar said why Fatik threw the note. The light does this throw on the character? Answer is, Vishambar said why Fatik through the night holidays. He leans and burning hands in his own. It shows his affection for his sister's son. Fifth question is, why does Fatik begin to mutter, don't beat me like that, mother? Answer is, Fatik was half conscious because of high fever. He had become delirious due to. In such a state, he dreamed of his mother, who was always ready to beat him, although not without any reason.